use a cliche then, a bit of a physical battle that you must be feeling quite frustrated.
Yeah, very frustrated. I think we lost the game in the first half, to be honest. We didn't perform well enough. Didn't pass the ball well enough first half. I think we were a bit lazy, took the easy option, went a bit direct, and that played into their hands really. We didn't really trouble them too much first half. They were the better side first half and deserved to be one up. I thought it was a different game second half. I thought we were much more positive, we were braver on the ball. Without creating loads. I don't think either side created loads in the game, to be honest. And obviously we had a bit unlucky when we hit the underside of the bar and just couldn't force it over the line. It just felt like that kind of day today. Just that final little things wouldn't quite go our way. Very fine margins in this league when you play the top sides, which they are. We leave feeling disappointed in ourselves first half, and this maybe that we didn't get the break second half that we might have deserved.
In terms of the overall performance then, do you think there are any positives to take?
Positives that we turned a disappointing first half into a good second half. We showed character, got on the ball more, we were braver on the ball. So yeah, I mean it's not a complete disastrous performance. But they're a good side and they get themselves in front. They defend very well against you. And you throw balls in their box and their two centre halves are very strong. They defended those really well. And it was going to be a game of a few chances, I think. I think the sides are quite evenly matched. But no, the positives were we stepped up second half. On another day, we could have got a 1-1 and we'd have been happy with a point here today. So we just fell a bit short.
Scott Davies seems to take a knock to the head and was substituted shortly after. Is there any injury concerns there?
He's just got a big lump on his head, so we'll have to see how that is. And he was just physio wasn't quite happy with how he was in himself, and just can't take risks with head injuries. And he didn't want to come off, but we had to put his safety first and take it.
In terms of the wider squad then, is there any other injury or fitness concerns?
No, we're pretty good, we're pretty fit to be fair, and going into Tuesday, obviously Dobbo will come back from suspension, so we'll have a strong squad to choose from.
It was Simon Dunn's 100th appearance today. What influence has he had on the squad in this game?
He's a great player, and he's obviously had an injury this season, and he's come back in and played kind of 3 or 4 games the last couple of weeks, and he's starting to look his old self. I thought as the game wore on, he looked strong, got on the ball and made things happen for us. So he's a huge player for us, and I think we missed him for 6 or 7 weeks, which was a real blow. So it's great to have him back.
Looking back then, the 6-3 win in the week, what positives can you take from that game?
Just that we got through really. It's a competition that we are keen to do well in. It's not the biggest priority, but obviously we picked up a couple of injuries, but they ended up being not too bad. So that was the concern on the night, that it would turn out to be a problem with a couple of injuries. But no, we're all good. We'll wait and see who we get in the next round. It's a competition that sometimes you need that game on Tuesday night, sometimes you don't. And when the next round comes around, we have to decide what priority it is at that point. But we do want to go as far as we can.
Looking ahead then to Tuesday's big game, how are you and the squad feeling ahead of that one?
We just got to pick ourselves up from today. We looked at these two big games, these 2 big crowds, and I just said in there, I think we didn't really show up first half, and that was a disappointment in such a big game, because we normally do turn up in the big games. So I'd like to think we will Tuesday, and there's another good one to look forward to. It's not been in our minds because it's such a big game in itself. We've been focused on today, but now we need to just put this behind us. We can't do anything about it, and let's try and progress on Tuesday night.
Finally then, what's your messages to the fans? So I'm sure you're going to get out full force on Tuesday night.
Yeah, just come and believe and come and support us. Believe that we could give 2 halves like the second half we gave today, and we've got a realistic chance. It's a tough game, but yeah, just come get behind us, because the reward for winning is huge, and we'll set up a great tie in the second round. So yeah, it should be a great night.
All right, brilliant. Thank you very much.
Okay.